Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the Citi Prime News. We are coming to you live from our studios at number 11, Dr. Martin Loop in Adabraka, Accra. My name is Adjuatin Kramadom, and coming up, traders at Kwadaso Onion Market take over pavement amidst demolition of their shares by the Ashanti Regional Security Council.
The Honuswa, yes, we're dominating. The Odomwapa, Sapata Guano, Mabubune, about 300.
Meanwhile, the Ashanti RESEC has given the traders by close of day today to move. Also coming up, calls intensify for Ghana's Energy Minister, Dr. Matthew Opoku-Prempeh, to be sacked over what many have described as worsening energy sector crisis.
The challenges the power sector is facing currently has overwhelmed the minister, and for that matter, the minister doesn't have any solutions to them. It is justified for people to call for his sacking.
Still in this package, Ghana's local textile industry faces challenges amid surge in imported counterfeit materials, especially from China.
The labels, they've copied us, they've copied our design. My designs, for instance, most of them are in high target and Hollantes, which is not fair.
And later, 4 more remanded for their involvement in the new train accident at Abotia. Please stay with us for details of these and more stories coming your way in the next 30 minutes. The bulletin is live around the globe on citinewsroom.com, on YouTube and on Facebook. You can find us on Citi 97.3 FM. Across the country, we are live on a number of affiliates. In the Western region, this is Beach 105.5 FM in Takra. The Bono region, you can find us on Greener 95.9 FM in Sunyang. In the Ashanti region, tune in to Focus 94.3 FM in Kumasi. Orange 107.9 FM also in Kumasi. In the Volta region, this is Revival 99.3 FM. Northern region, Radio Bimbila 91.9 FM. In the Upper East region, Tanga 93.7 FM. And in the Upper West region, Jirapa 96.1 FM and Tunsong 97.3 FM in Wa. Please stay for details.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
Welcome to the program this afternoon. Security personnel are maintaining their presence at the Kwadaso Onion Market to fully enforce the Ashanti Regional Security Council's directive to evict traders from the market. On Monday, armed security personnel supervised the traders' relocation and a demolition exercise at the market after a RESEC order elapsed. Now, the traders have kicked against the relocation and insisted that the new place provided by the Kwadaso Municipal Assembly cannot contain their numbers. Although structures at the market have been pulled down with the area cordoned off, a few of the traders have taken over the pavements to trade. The Security Council has, however, issued a notice for all traders to move from the pavement by close of Tuesday. Some of the traders who spoke to City News insist that the new area will not help their trading activities.
The Honuswa, yes, we're dominating. The Odomwapa.
The new location is very small. More than 300 stalls have been demolished, and the new stalls that will be constructed are insufficient for the traders who have been displaced. While most of the traders are complying with the relocation, there are still some who are left behind, hoping to sell off their remaining items. Our leaders are actively working towards securing a permanent location for us to continue our business activities.
The authorities are urging us to move to Etrimat-Echiman, but the proposed new site is inadequate for our needs. Having been established here for many years, we never anticipated such a sudden relocation.
Those were some onion traders at the Kwadaso market. Away from that story, policy think tank Imani Africa has urged Ghanaians who are unhappy with the recent unannounced erratic power outages to organize demonstrations to register their displeasure with the government. In response to the current power outages often referred to as doomsday, Ghanaian actress Yvonne Nelson, who led a massive vigil against the John Mahama administration in 2015 under similar circumstances, has called on Imani to join forces and organize another protest against the NPP government. Imani played a significant role in the success of the 2015 vigil. However, responding to this new request, President of Imani Africa, Franklin Kujo, said they are making plans for a demonstration at the right time, but indicated that they will choose how to demonstrate and who to partner with, while calling on other citizens to organize their own protests in churches, in mosques, in bars, schools, and homes. But let's stay on this power challenge because a governance expert, Professor Bafo Ajimandua, is criticizing the government for the slow pace with which it is handling the current power crisis. He believes that given the rate at which the power outage occurs, the government should have at least attached all seriousness to finding lasting solutions, but that has not been the case. Professor Ajimandua is calling on the president to convene a meeting with various stakeholders in the energy sector and find a solution to the doomsday crisis.
The country is facing a tough time, and that government has not been too active to seeking a solution to this, especially during the recent times when there seemed to have been some very strange conflict between and amongst the various energy players, GridCo and the Electricity Corporation of Ghana and PERC and all that. So it's strange, and that's why I think that the general in this situation, the general commanding all these agencies that I mentioned, is the president. I'm even surprised, maybe he's done it privately. I'm surprised, I'll be surprised the president hasn't called the leadership of these agencies I mentioned, ECG, PURC, GridCo, and the others together, to really sit them down to give them the marching orders. That look, I don't like what you guys are doing with this country. You see, that is leadership. We need a president to be giving the marching orders. So far, as I say, if he has done it privately, I don't know. But based on the public pronouncements by these agencies, these state agencies in charge of the energy sector, it seems like he hasn't done that. And it's just sad that we can sit by for agencies that have been entrusted with the destiny of this country so far as the power supply is concerned, can be playing these kinds of childish games to Ghanaians. And I think that's why a lot of people are getting upset with the way this whole crisis is being managed.
Governance expert Professor Bafo Ajimandua, a while longer on the subject as the executive director for the Center for Environmental Management and Renewable Energy, Benjamin Isia, says the continuous silence of the Minister for Energy, Matthew Poku-Prempeh, indicates a lack of solution to the current power crisis. Ghanaians across the country are faced with erratic power supply, which is hampering businesses and affecting the day-to-day operations of many individuals. The current situation has compelled many to demand for a load management timetable to plan effectively. Speaking to Citi News on the issue, Mr. Isia says calls for the minister to be sacked are justified as he has failed to address the nation on the matter.
In recent times, we've been experiencing erratic power outages, and the responsibility of the ministry is to address the challenges in this particular power sector. However, the ministry has remained silent, and this particular ministry is headed by the minister. And the silence of the minister indicates that the minister has no solution to our current power crisis. That is one. The second is that there has also been some infighting and hostility among power sector service providers within the power value chain. There's an infighting between GridCo and ECG. And that also is the responsibility of the minister to resolve this particular infighting. In recent times, we've also observed that ECG has not been compliant with most industry requirements and industry regulations, especially that of PURC. The ministry has not spoken on it and has not said anything on it. This means that maybe the challenges the power sector is facing currently has overwhelmed the minister, and for that matter, the minister doesn't have any solutions to them. So I think that it is justified for people to call for his sacking. And even if people do not, I think the minister himself, knowing well that he has not been able to manage the dire situation of the power sector must resign on its own.
That was the Executive Director for the Center for Environmental Management and Renewable Energy, Benjamin Insia. And in a related development, the staff of the Ashanti Regional Branch of the Electricity Company of Ghana says they will hoist red flags in their offices nationwide from tomorrow if the regional minister does not apologize to their manager. The regional minister is accused of causing the arrest of their general manager, Engineer Mark Sumeni, following a power cut at the Kumasi Technical University. Mr. Sumeni was later released on self-recognizance bail. Now, in an interview with Citi News, a spokesperson of the staff, Bismarck Aduma, says the minister has close of day to render the apology.
We've not heard anything from him, so we'll go ahead. Even now, the whole country, they have also, in solidarity with what has happened to our general manager, they are all going to host red flag tomorrow and put on the red dress tomorrow. The whole Ghana EC, they are going to wear red, host red flag in all our offices. And we have 4 general managers in Ashanti region. We have also instructed them that until the apologize come, they will not attend any meeting called by the Ashanti regional minister.
Bismarck Aduma is a spokesperson for staff of the Ashanti Regional Branch of the Electricity Company of Ghana. Let's move away from ECG matters. Now, 4 persons have been remanded into police custody for their involvement in the train accident at Abotia. The 4 are alleged to have been in the vehicle with a driver who has so far been sentenced to 6 months in prison with hard labor. According to the facts of the case, the first accused person, who is a gas welder, contracted the convicted driver to deliver some blocks from Japan to Abotia. The other 3 accused persons, who are laborers, were said to be in the car with the first accused and the driver before abandoning it on the rail tracks. According to police investigations, the blocks were brought from Japan to Abotia through an underpass at the railway, but upon their return, they decided not to use the underpass, but rather cross the rail line. This resulted in the vehicle being stuck, which was later abandoned, causing the accident with the new train. The High Court in Accra is yet to take the pleas of the 4 accused persons, and the case has now been adjourned to May 8, 2024. Moving on now, the Commission for Technical and Vocational Education Training, CTVET, has called for sustained investment in technical and vocational education and training in Ghana, emphasizing the critical importance of continuous investment in the sector. Speaking at a TVET symposium held on the theme Advancing TVET and Skills Development Towards Sustainable and Decent Job Creation, Director General of the Commission, Dr. Fred Che Asamoah, underscored the Commission's role in advocating and implementing initiatives to fortify the sector.
Throughout the symposium, insightful discussions, innovative ideas, and best practices will be shared, laying the groundwork for transformative action. The government of Ghana, we know, has been investing in TVET and continue to invest in TVET, and we are expecting there will be a continuous and increased investment in TVET. It is imperative to recognize that the journey towards advancing TVET does not end here. Rather, it will mark the beginning of a concerted effort to implement recommendations and insights garnered during the deliberations. It is our desire that harnessing the potential of TVET will empower individuals with the skills and opportunities needed to thrive in the ever-evolving workforce landscape. 4th Industrial Revolution is known to us, but the 5th Industrial Revolution has started in some countries.
You heard Dr. Fred Che Asamoah. He is the Director General of the Commission for Technical and Vocational Training. Away from that, the Director General of the Ghana Health Service, Dr. Patrick Kumar-Boaji, has announced a significant reduction in the mortality rate among children to about 42%. This improvement he attributes it to a comprehensive health intervention by the health service, including vaccination and counseling, among others. Dr. Kumar-Boaji made this announcement at the launch of the 2024 African Vaccination and Child Health Promotion Week on the theme Healthy Childhood, Invest in Your Child for a Better Future.
The Ghana Health Service and its partners continue to provide a comprehensive package of health interventions for children, including vaccination, growth monitoring, bed net distribution, e-learning, and counseling sessions. The service's relentless effort has yielded tremendous results in terms of mobility and deaths among children. Currently, the infant mortality rate for Ghana is about, as of 2022, is 28 deaths per 1,000 live deaths. A 32% decline since 2024. And this is undeniably the fact that the immunization has played a critical role in this achievement, among other things.
You heard the Director General of the Ghana Health Service, Dr. Patrick Kuma Abuachi. You're still listening to the Citi Prime News. Still ahead, Ghana's local textile industry faces challenges amid surge in imported counterfeit materials. We'll tell you more shortly. Please stay.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
Citi TV is live on DSTV, GoTV, and HD+. On DSTV, find us on channel 363. On GoTV, we're on channel 117, and on HD+, get us on channel 108. On a digital TV, run a new search, but take note that without an antenna, you cannot access Citi TV. Citi TV can be accessed on any free-to-air digital box like the GoTV and HD+ boxes. Citi TV, it's your world.
Another year is here, and your family radio station 97.3 Citi FM, as part of our Family Month, invites you to the 2024 edition of the Family Consecration Service. Join us as we invite His presence and His blessings and dedicate our lives and our homes to God. Now, through prayer, scripture reading, and a time of worship, we will deepen our relationship with God and strengthen the love within our families. The date is Wednesday, 1st May 2024. The time is 6 a.m. right through till 12 noon. The venue is the Oil Dome Royal House Chapel, Accra. There will also be a time for the renewal of vows for married couples. The 2024 Family Consecration Service is powered by 97.3 Citi FM and supported by Citi TV. Remember, the family that prays together stays together.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
You're welcome back. Now, the Akwa-Sukubi Traditional Council in the Oti region is appealing to the president to consider amending the legislative instrument which created the Oti region to reverse the name Apeh-Sukubi to Akwa-Sukubi in the Oti Regional House of Chiefs. The council argues that impressions have been created that the indigents of the Akwa-Sukubi traditional area are Akans, with others being Togolese under the corrupted name Apeh-Sukubi, thereby denying them the requisite development. Addressing the media, the paramount queen mother of the Akwa-Sukubi traditional area, Inakika Emrabo Izialedu III, says such assertions are deliberate attempts to obliterate the locals from Ghana's history.
Ordinarily, it should not matter that some people are unable to pronounce our names, and so we are also called Apesos or Apeh-Sukubi. But because of the attempts to obliterate our names, to create the impression that Akwasos are Togolese and not Ghanaians, and also the use of Apeh-Sukubi to oust our jurisdiction and our authority from our land is why we are seated here today. And our request to the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, is to say that please take a critical look on the issue of Akwa-Sukubi and its environs. We, the Akwaso people, are calling on the President of the Republic of Ghana, the Speaker of Parliament, and the Parliament of Ghana to take another look at the OTLI and amend it to take out the name Apeh-Sukubi and replace it with the original form of that name, Akwa-Sukubi. We are not going to sit aloof and watch anyone take over our lands.
You heard the paramount queen mother of the Akwa-Sukubi traditional area, Inakika Emrabo Izialedu III. Away from that, Ghana's textile industry, renowned for its rich history and cultural significance, is facing challenges amidst a surge in counterfeit products flooding the market. Local manufacturers who have long been the backbone of Ghana's iconic fabrics are grappling with adverse effects of these counterfeit imports, particularly those originating from China. Citi News' Akusia Ochre has more in this report.
For decades, Ghana's textiles have been celebrated both locally and internationally for their unique designs, vibrant colors, and cultural significance. These fabrics do not only represent Ghana's cultural heritage, but also serve as a source of pride and identity for its people. Additionally, the textile industry has played a vital role in the country's economy, contributing to exports and also job creation. But in recent years, the Ghanaian textile industry has not been the same, following a myriad of challenges. Perpetua Alajaman has been in the business for almost 20 years. She reflects on the drastic changes she has witnessed and expresses her disappointment with the current state of affairs.
For production, I would say the standard is still the same, even a bit better than before. But with sales and purchasing, if I have to rate it from 1 to 100, formally it will be 80, but that's about 20%.
Wow, 20%?
20%, yeah.
Very low.
Very, extremely low. For me now, if I wouldn't lie to you, if there's anything I could exchange with what I'm doing, I would close down. Because you see yourself sitting there from morning to evening, you can't even sell more than 10 pieces. I pay workers, I pay, light, everything. How can you sustain such a business? There's no way you can sustain it.
It means that the industry is dying. It's actually dead.
It's actually dead. From the point of view how I started till now, it's dead. It's actually dying and it's dead.
So it means that there's no interest in fabrics and,
At the moment, there's no interest in made in Ghana, especially made in Ghana goods.
Stakeholders in the industry say they no longer produce as many quantities as they used to. As a result, many businesses within the industry are struggling, leading to job losses and financial strain.
If I look at the last 5 years, so in 2019 we had a sales of about 18.8 million yards, and then currently last year, 2023, we did about 8.8 million yards. So you can see the difference, a shortfall of about 10 million yards already gone just within 5 years. So yeah, that's 2023, and this year we are not expecting to do anything more than that, and it's mainly because of the copies and then the imports that are basically so on the larger scale. So currently in Ghana, we have 3 main textiles companies. So we have TSG, we produce GTP within, and we import Vlisco. We also have printers, we have ATL. We more or less estimated at least around 100 million yards, but then because the market size is shrinking, we have about 85 million yards currently. Importation is about 70% of it. So all the 3 companies put together, we are doing just about 30%. And even the 30%, we have an installed capacity of about 24 million. But like I said, 5 years ago, we sold about 18.8 million. Currently, we are selling just 2023 that ended, we sold 8.8 million. So you can see that we have the installed capacity, but we are producing way below what we are supposed to be doing. So that is half of what we are actually supposed to be doing, which is, it actually increases our cost of production.
The local companies say much is invested to source the raw materials. Philip Ofori, head of the Engraving and Innovation Department at Textiles Ghana Limited, highlights the factors contributing to the high cost of production.
Some are imported, some are also taken from Ghana. We used to take it from JTL. It used to be Japan Textile, but it was changed to Vota Star. Yeah, but now they are having some challenges with the company. So we import some from Benin and Vota Star, which is from Ghana.
What goes into this high cost of production?
Okay, there are several reasons which make the yard, the cost per yard very high to sell. Some of the reasons are labor costs, high labor costs in Ghana, high taxes, fixed cost is high, electricity is high, water, and then the process is very laborious and labor intensive. You need so much labor to get to the end results, and so you need to put a little bit of the wages on top of every yard you sell, so that you can pay workers. In the factory, we are about 400 to 500 workers.
400 to 500 workers.
Yeah, and then we have those at the district and the sales. I'm not sure about their number. Yeah, but we are getting close to 600 workers.
Also, the proliferation of counterfeit textiles is one of the major factors posing a significant threat to Ghana's textile industry. These counterfeit fabrics, often produced at a fraction of the cost, flood the market, undercutting local manufacturers and also threatening their viability.
So if you look, all our products have certain codes on it. Yeah, one of the things that we are able to use to be able to justify that, okay, this product is an authentic product, is we have the design code, which we expect it's actually the same as the code also on the selvage. So
written beneath.
So you see, this is on Ohima. If you look on the label, the code here, this is the design code, is 80028. If you come here, you see 80028. Do you understand? So basically, it's the same code that you have on the product that you also have on the selvage here, right? Basically, the major current issue is the GTP copies on the market. And we actually bought some samples in the trade that I am just going to be able to, if I want to show you this. So all these are copies of GTP in the market, but all these are fake. On train, you will not know. In fact, if you go, you see, they are actually, previously, they are also mimicking the scratch card here.
Okay.
The difference is that this one, you can never scratch. So you attempt scratching, it doesn't scratch. The Chinese made it that way. And then the main difference is that, so you see, this is their design code here, 5818. But if you come to the selvage, most of it is actually nothing there, or even if there's a code there, the code is differs from what is on the the label. So this is the main way of really telling that a fabric is genuine or not genuine.
Amidst these challenges, retailers within the textile industry are calling for urgent action to address the issue of counterfeits. They emphasize the need for stricter enforcement of intellectual property laws and regulations.
The labels, they've copied ours, they've copied our design. My designs, for instance, most of them are in high target and Hollantes, which is not fair. Because you use a lot of money, you use a lot of time to design, and then after printing it, somebody will just come and say, oh, my auntie is here, my sister is here, my brother is here, they want to see it before they buy it. Let me take a picture and show them the one they will choose, and I'll buy. Then the next moment, you see it in the market.
So you personally actually design some of the materials?
We design and give them names. So do GTP too. So something like Dumas, it was solely the GTP idea. After bringing it to the market, they took it and they changed everything. The prices are low, the colors are not different, the same thing, to the extent of picking the labels too. So those who are buying should watch out there. And those ones, the moment you put them in the water to wash, you don't get it back.
For the producers and the retailers of these textiles, they want government to play its part by regulating the system such that we curb that is the import of these textiles on the market. Now, for you may also want to play your part by contributing to the growth of the textiles industry. Now, how do you do this? It's by buying the original fabrics on the market and avoiding the counterfeit. Reporting for Citi News, my name is Akusia Otri.
And that's how we wrap up this afternoon's edition of the Citi Prime News, which has been live from our studio in Adabraka, Accra. For more news, you would want to log on to citinewsroom.com. My name is Ajua Tinkrama Domna. Thank you so much for listening. Have a good afternoon.
City News. We speak first. Reach our hotline on 0302 224959 and get interactive on Facebook, Citi 97.3 FM, and on Twitter at Citi 973.